Hi, in this video of CSS 3, we will discuss about the shadow. As so far when we were working with the web pages, we noticed like we keep on using the images or some headings or a normal text on a web page. To give a new look or a better look, or maybe for some decoration purpose, shadow may be a good option. So here we will see how to make a use of shadow with the headings and with the images. So let's start a practical implementation where we will see the different options available with CSS3 regarding the shadows. So let's start the practical now. So let's see how we can start implementing the shadow firstly with the text. So for applying the shadow in the text, I will use text shadow attribute out here, and you can see I have taken 5 different classes named style 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and all are having different options out here. Like first one is text shadow 2 pixel 2 pixel. That means that I am passing the distance between the shadow and the text, that is 2 pixel from x-axis, 2 pixel for y-axis as well. So let's save it, and you can see the first heading is using the style 1. So we'll not focus on all the outputs, just we'll see the first one. So let's see how the first text is looking like. So now here you can see it's 2 pixel 2 pixel. Alright, so obviously the text is by default in black color, the shadow is by default in black color, so it's quite not clear. But let's see how we can change the distance, like here 2 pixel comma 5 pixel. So what it will do, now it's more down, means it is changing the y-axis. Alright, so first one is for the x-axis. If you will increase this one, it will go more right, and if you will increase this value, second one, it will be more downwards direction. Alright, but if you want to change the color of the shadow to make the output more clear, you can pass the third value, as here you can see red. So right here you can see it is more readable comparatively to this particular text, because obviously they are having both color and it's not that easy. So you can choose the color of the shadow, as here it is red. You can choose any of the color of your choice. Now when I'm using this red, that means the whole shadow is in the red color, means it's basically the complete text. If I'll increase some distance to make you understand about this. Alright, so you can see even this shadow is completely readable. Alright, but if I don't want to make that clear, if I don't want to make this shadow that clear, so you can make it blur also by passing the third parameter. The more value it will be, the more blur it will become. Alright, so let's see how this one is looking like. So you can see it is not that readable. Alright, let me increase the distance again for it, for 12 and 12. So you can see it is blurred. Alright, now if I will make it from 5 to 10 pixel, it will be even blurred. Alright, so it will give you even better shadow look. Now the third one is if you want to change the color as well, like the color is white. If I will remove the shadow, obviously in the white background the text will not look like, but since we have the shadow in the background of black color, so obviously because it's hexadecimal and all are black, alright, all are 0, that means it will give you black output. So this is the tutorialspoint.com. Even in white background you can see this white text because of the shadow itself. And similarly here I am putting 0, that means right in the background there is no deviation between the text and the shadow. Shadow is right behind this text. Alright, so in that case you will put 0, 0, 3 pixel, that's for the blurred feature, and it is red because the first two are F, rest are 0. So in hexadecimal this one is red. So you can clearly see here it is having the red shadow. So this is about the different options that you can pass while working with the shadow in text. But we do have an option of passing the shadows for the boxes or for any particular shape, and for doing that what I'm doing, first I will create a div with width, height, some padding, background color, and now here I will use box shadow. Alright, so box shadow is 10 pixel comma 10 pixel. That means again they are the x and y coordinates for giving the distance between the box and the shadow. So let's see. Now this is the div, and this one is the shadow. Alright, now again you can pass the different option, like if you want to change the color of the shadow, you can do that. Alright, so these are the similar things. Don't compare this shadow feature with the layers, because in layers you can put the content in all the different layers, but shadow will not contain any different data. It will just be the resemblance of the actual text or shape or any particular box. So these are the different things which we can cover while working with CSS3 in shadow.